Okay, it is day one of the beatings, and this right here was the very first thing we did. We were split up into two groups. There's 8 of us at this fit camp, and we were split up into two groups, and the first thing he had us do was parking lot suicides. Now, that sounded awful, and it was extremely awful. As you can see here, we sped it up because it was a long time, but basically you had to touch and then go to the next one and the next one and the next one, and yeah, that gets your heart rate going, man. Woo! I don't know about you, but that is probably one of the hardest things exercise-wise that there is. It's just ruthless. On and on and on you go. I was looking at Christine going, is it over yet? Is it over yet? But it wasn't over yet. In fact, I got down all the way to the very last one, and I thought Jacob, the trainer there, told me that it was over, but I had one more to go. So when I was done, I was literally pooped. As Christine is showing you there on the video, I was just absolutely wore out. And he was trying to teach us to breathe through our nose and out through our mouth so that we could breathe properly, and it was a lot harder than it looks. Now here we go, doing some more circuit training. He had us leaping up in the air, working our quadricep muscles. That's also a lot harder than it looks. You would think just bunny hopping would be easy, but no, it's not, as the ladies around me can personally attest. In fact, I was the last one to finish on that one. Oh, and then we did these. Oh, I hated these. Oh, these were killer. What they call these mountain climbers. Now, the girls were doing fine, but I was sitting over there going, man, you want us to do this for how long? But we made it 1 minute, and yes, I started losing my balance there, and I couldn't stay up. Now, this was a pretty neat one, too. We had to bunny hop across both sides of the line and do it back the other way. We had to do that for 2 minutes. I don't think any of us made it for 2 minutes on this first day. Keep in mind, this is the very first day, the very first time we've ever trained with Jacob. Isabeau gets us this afternoon, but this morning Jacob got us, and boy did he get us, and worked us for a full hour. This was group 1. We all worked together for a full hour with him, and as you'll see in just a minute, we moved over to the cardio machines, while the other group 2, got to work with Jacob, which we'll show you some footage of them in just a minute as well. But right here, I'm on the elliptical machine. We did an hour with Jacob with the circuit training, and then we had to do an hour of cardio on various equipment. There's some of the other group that are also on elliptical machines. Some of them decided to kind of move things around and not just do elliptical, but they did several different cardio machines. Now here's group 2. They're doing their suicides. And I'm sure they felt it just as bad as we did. And it's hard. I mean, you look at that and it looks to be so easy. I was recalling when I was in high school and watching the boys basketball team have to do these on the basketball court. I said, oh, that looks so easy. You know, all you're doing is just going and touching the ground and going back to the curve, and it's not as easy as it looks. And these ladies will all personally attest that it's not that easy. And hopefully we'll be able to get some interviews with some of them to kind of get their reaction to what this was like. Now, the lady there in the white, you may recognize her. You won't recognize her going that way, but coming back the other way, you may recognize her face. That is Sherry Watkins. She is one of my readers and members at my Livin' La Vida Low Carb Discussion Forum, livinlowcarbdiscussion.com. And Sherry is also talking about this in her personal journal there this week. So if you want to check out livinlowcarbdiscussion.com, Her username is Swatkins, S. Watkins. And she's writing all about it and going to talk about all the pain that we're going through. Now here we have, I sped it up for you so it would have plenty of time, but here we have some of the training that Jacob did with us as well as with Group 2, having them wiggle their arms. They'll move them forward here in a minute and start wiggling them. Oh, there's a guy running in the background. That's pretty funny. This is a harder workout than it looks too. Your shoulders start to burn very, very quickly, and it's just a great workout, and Jacob knows what he's doing. This guy's an ex-Marine, and he doesn't take any crap from us, and we really didn't give him too much crap. So, and here's the second group doing the bunny hops. You go, girl. Knock them out. And that's harder than it looks. In fact, today was day 1. He said, day 1, if you get to a minute, it's pretty good. But by the time we end this, he said, we'll be able to do 2 minutes without any trouble at all. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to wait and see that one. But I trust him. I believe we'll be able to get through that. And so it was just a great experience. This was just the morning. We still have Isabeau this afternoon, and I'm going to try to do some video this afternoon. Special thanks to my lovely bride, Christine, for taking all this great video footage while I was getting my butt kicked. And it turned out really good. I was very pleased. Yes, it was tiring. Yes, it was a great time getting some exercise in, but it is so worth it. And by the end of this 2 weeks, it is going to be definitely worth it. Now here is some comments from me right after the morning events.
So Jimmy.
Yeah.
Your first morning at Fit Camp. How you feeling?
Well, it was pretty killer, and I was expecting that from Jacob. Jacob is an ex-Marine, so thanks, Jacob. First of all, the group, we were split up into 2 groups, and so my group went first with Jacob, and we did circuit training together. Had us doing what they call parking lot suicides. There was about, how many of them? It was about 24, 25 parking spaces that we had to do the suicides with.
Yep.
And then
yeah.
we did some other circuit training and various things, and it was just an amazingly painful experience. And I'm pretty well conditioned already, Christine, so it surprised me how hard it was. I didn't realize it was going to be that hard for me. But it just goes to show you, even though you think you might be fit, there's a lot of room for improvement.
Right. And
definitely a lot of room there to build upon. And he says by the end of the 2 weeks, we'll be able to do what we did today like it was nothing.
Wow.
And so here's hoping.
Yeah. What was the hardest thing for you? The mountain climbers?
Yeah, we did the mountain climbers, and I hate those anyway. My trainer back home makes me do those. Those and push-ups. Shh, don't tell Jacob I don't like push-ups.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure I'll be doing a few before it's over.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But, so that's it. It's now 10 o'clock in the morning. We've been training for 2 hours. We did an hour with Jacob, and then we did an hour on cardio machine. I did an hour on the elliptical, and my legs are like, jello, jello, jello.
Sugar-free, I hope.
Fat full. But now we're going back to the hotel. We're going to eat something. I did have a little bit of hypoglycemic reaction. I was dizzy a lot. So I'm going to have to make sure I bring me a snack when I come back this afternoon when Isabeau will have us. So we'll see if Isabeau kicks her tail as bad as Jacob did this morning.
Okay. And there's Jimmy laying down after the workout this morning. You awake? Does not. He's pooped.